Alright. Spawning up here in the top left-hand side. It is from Clan Aussie, Judge Bean. And look at that logo, Australian made. This is a logo that we'll have on like products. Like you guys know how there's like movements to buy stuff made in your own country, right? Like support your own business. We're like pretty big on that in Australia, so you'll have products that have this triangle with the kangaroo in it, like as like a stamp of approval on like a cereal box or something like that. So massive shout out to George Bean and the Aussie clan for having the best logo ever there. Spawning up here in the top right hand side, our blue Zerg player, it is Easy Wrecked Brad. Awesome, Brad sent in a replay. You guys might have seen some of my videos coaching Brad recently. I'm not sure how many of his coaching videos actually went online, but I was coaching him just yesterday. Oh, he did my move. This is my move, guys. It's where you put the hatchery one space down. I'm pretty sure that hatchery can go one space up. You can tell because like the circle is meant to be in this little circle. You got like this beautiful little diamond shape, and then you just build your hatchery like kind of splodged to one side a little bit, and you're like, shit. 7 minutes, no rush. Awesome. So let's look at the full banter list. It was good luck, have fun, go easy please, haha, you'll be fine, I just started Terran, 7 minute no rush, haha, just play, I'll do my best. Alright. What a bunch of friendly, jovial dudes. No hellions, okay. Brad's just like, just keep your roasty toasty barbecue party away from me and I will be good. Random tangent while we're just building up. Oh my god, yes. So Nico in chat's talking about Aussie guy reviews. Holy shit, the chili beer drinking competition I was watching yesterday. Oh my god, that actually made me die of laughter. The dude who's just like is like sculling his beers and he's got like the most serious like I'm a badass look on my face, and then he just fucking like he just chunders his beer back up into his glass and you're just like, oh god. Like the top YouTube comment is like, oh cool, I just learned today I learned how to win a beer drinking competition. Apparently you just fucking blow chunks into your competitors' beer glasses so they're too afraid to touch it anymore, so you get to win. It was foul, man. That was terrible. You can probably hear the smile on my face. That sort of filthy shit just gets me. That sort of humor is right down my alley. So Brad here has gone for a mega fast third hatch and is about to hit the supply block of all supply blocks on 28 supply. Well, he's building an overlord now. It's not the absolute end of the world. We'll get that. It's funny, right? Because we were coaching yesterday and we were talking about supply blocks and stuff. And yeah, so I think this replay he sent in before then. But it's just kind of funny because like yesterday with this big discussion about like macro cycles and supply blocks and like getting in your rhythm and spending your money and all this sort of stuff, and and now I get to cast his game and I'm like, no, he just got supply blocked. Oh, he's gonna get supply blocked again. Oh, you know, he's starting overlords just before he gets supply blocked. Oh, he just cancelled his overlord. No. What? Oh, Brad, I love you, Brad, but I'm gonna tease the shit out of you next time we're coaching, mate. All right, so we've got a Marine coming in here. The Marine Scout took forever to scout here for George Bean, and George Bean actually took his front expansion. He doesn't realize he has one in the back of his base. Oh, George Bean. Oh, George Bean. What's going on? Uh-oh, George Bean, of course, probably a Zerg player, I would imagine, who's just like gone on default mode and expanded to the front because Zergs often like to do that. He's going to go for a nice fast third CC as well, while building Stim and Cyclones. Oh, isn't this adorable, guys? So he said at the start, I've just started playing Terran. And is this not exactly what like a Zerg or a Protoss player who's never played Terran would do? They're like, just make Marines and Cyclones. You can always tell when someone's just swapped to another race because they just build like the units that they kind of see as being that race. Like the super powerful imbalanced units, or the units that piss them off the most. These are the units that actually end up like being kind of useless if you don't build them in the right way, but you'll always see someone like, I think I need a Cyclone. Yeah, I need another one of those. Like that's definitely something I need. Whoa, what did I just press? I just pressed B. Sorry guys, I just rewound. But look at this. Look at this. Okay, I'm back on the regular speed now. I accidentally pressed B. And That's, yeah, okay. Judge Bean is like, that's kind of bold. Cyclone's going to come out. It's going to have something to say about that. Behind this, we've got an infestation pit. Oh, man, we're going to see swarm hosts, aren't we? We are going to see some filthy, filthy filth hosts. We're going to see locusts all over the place, aren't we? There's going to be a fucking plague this game. There's going to be like hatcheries spread and creep and dropping down spines. There's going to be queens everywhere. And there, I'm pretty sure it's going to be swarm hosts. But right now, oh man, Judge Bean, he's like, he's not pulling the trigger. He's like, I want to wait for it to finish and then I'll kill it. Yeah. But it's a distraction hatch. I don't think this hatch even serves a purpose. This right here, like, look at this little scorpion bastard in here. He's like, yeah, just going for a swim. My job is to distract you from what's really happening, which is a Nidus worm and 8 swarm hosts on the way. A butt ton of queens coming out. That's a butt ton. That's an Australian measurement, which we use quite a lot. I'll walk you guys through the scientific process of how you measure a butt ton a little bit later. For now, Brad is going to be coming in, and yeah, he's got an Overlord up here, but where's he going to drop the Nidus, I wonder? I guess he can just drop it at the front. He's got a lot of queens, a lot of swarmers. He would love to drop that in the back of the opponent's base. Oh, a scan just went down, guys. Oh, but it's in the wrong spot. He's kind of scanned the edge. He hasn't seen the Nidus. He hasn't seen the Swarmos. He does have Stim. He's got Marines, a Cyclone, a Medevac. He's got up some decent little production here. He's going to start killing this. Oh my god, there's another 7 Swarmos on the way. The Distraction Hatchery, though, has done its job. It's keeping Jodge being occupied. Jodge has no idea what's coming. The question is, what is coming? Oh, you can see Brad's had that moment where he's like, I want to put the Nidus in the main. Shit, I don't have vision there. And he's like, clicked his slow Overlord down here. He's like, go, get in position. Okay, I should probably just throw this down. I have done this so many times. Whenever I try to Nidus worm, I just like, always like, realize I don't have vision in the proper position ahead of time. Probably because I only do it once in a blue moon. But at the same time, Jodge Bean going to come in with a nice drop. Oh god, does he unload units at the front or the back? It looks like the front. As Tasteless, I can't do it. Tasteless' commentary the other night actually slayed me. That was fucking incredible. And it looks like, yeah, Locust Attack is going to be coming in. Oh, he should almost even just go for the army right now. And oh my god, he is going to go for the army. Holy shit. Have you guys ever seen a massacre like that? He just destroyed the Terran force, ravaged the natural, but at the same time, there's still 8 Marines loose in the back of his base, tearing everything apart. Oh my god, everything is dying. This is, yeah. Yeah. Marines. Swarm hosts. Okay, Brad's got swarm hosts, so does he really need money? Like, let's think about this. Like, some players would load up some swarm hosts and go home, but I'm actually totally with Brad's thinking here, where he's like, well, if I can make free units, I don't really need economy, so I'm just gonna make free units and kill you. And it looks like he's going to do it again. Oh god, oh god, oh god. That's a lot of locusts. This is like the plague. This is some biblical shit right here. We've got like Egyptians starving because all the crops are getting eaten and stuff. I don't even know what's going on. I don't really know much about the Bible, but I think that was a part. Locusts doing their thing. Where's the drop? Where's the drop? Oh, the drop's going to redrop in the main. Oh, he's got some locusts coming for it, but drones have already gone down. Locust's going to jump on top, though. He's got to pick up. You got to get out of there, Jodge. No, you've got to get out. But every single Marine falls. He's lost his counter pressure. He's managed to get Brad down to 26 workers back at home. What's he got? He's got 2 bases still mining. He's got way more economy. He just doesn't have things that shoot right now. And oh, Brad, he knew this replay would get accepted. What a cocky guy. What's that? Jodge Bean, I love you. I love you. Australian made. Dude is famous. Oh, I'm so famous. Do you want my autograph? I'll sign your nipple. For show. Always wanted someone to request something like that. Like, I feel like I've only made it in life when someone asks me to sign their nipple. That'll be the moment. I'm probably asking for bad things to happen at the next LAN I'm at, where someone's actually going to come up and ask that, and I'm just going to be like, what are you, some kind of weirdo? Get away from me, mate. And yeah, it's gonna be a little odd. Brad, oh man, he's like, I don't even. Oh man, he's like, I'm gonna stop you. I'm just gonna make sure my next wave just kicks your ass, man. So Brad, you know, his economy is not massive, but Swarmos are pretty incredible. And yeah, it looks like the siege tank. Oh, there's a single tank. That's not gonna do too much, unfortunately. So Aussie Jodge Bean, much love, mate. You fought hard. This was not bad for a just starting out with Terran game. Unfortunately, you had to deal with locusts, and they're kind of hard to deal with. GG. Well played. Well played there. That was a fun game. I didn't catch the end of the chat. What did he say? He said, I will give you the win. And George Bean said, no thanks, GG. George Bean is a baller. Don't take free wins, kids. Trust me, if you take free wins, it's a gateway. It's a gateway ladder point. So like what happens, right, is you start out, you're a young innocent kid, you've got ideals around the world, you think like, hey, I'm gonna like be the best one day, I'm gonna be the next like Jaedong. But then it all starts one day where you get wrecked by swarm hosts and your opponent offers you some free ladder points. And then you say yes, and you're like, it's just a couple ladder points, what harm can it do? Next thing you know, you're fucking injecting like proxy hatch wins. You've got fucking like, you're just like, oh, you know what? I'm going to stream cheat. Oh, I'm going to start downloading hacks. Next thing you know, you're a fucking degenerate. You're living in a bunk bed. You're screaming at David Kim and you're using map hacks and it's bad and it's terrible. And let's dive into map number 3 of today's ICYFAR. Yet another siege warfare replay coming to you guys up here in the top left-hand side of Belshir Vestige, our red Zerg player. It is Uko. And his opponent spawning down here in the bottom right-hand side. Oh, I'm just going to imagine it's the Korean pro player who plays Terran. It is Keen. So Keen here, he's had a very storied history in StarCraft 2. Pretty sure this is definitely him. You know how we can check, guys? Because Keen has exactly 250 average APM in the early game when he's playing Protoss, and I know that. Holy shit, these guys are pretty high level, actually. Either that or they're just spamming a lot. One or the other. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes, and this should be fun. A little question in chat, it says, is this live? What happened to the problem with your hotkeys? Well, I reformatted my computer yesterday, which was a lot of fun. Which is why there will be a few problems with like the overlays today, but like I actually saved all of my settings and backed everything up really well, so it didn't take me too long to fix everything. But it's just my stream labels will be a little bit screwed today, but other than that, it should be beautiful. So Uko sounds like a pretty badass name. Type 1 in chat if you would name your kid Uko. Type 2 if you would name them Keen. But remember, you've got to name them one. Boy or girl, like you don't know what it's going to be. So maybe you've got to like play the odds or something, but like Uko or Keen. Let me know. 1 for Uko, 2 for Keen. I'll tell you guys which one would be my preference in just a minute. I don't want to influence the voting at all. Man, there's already been like 50% people voting 3. You guys are shitbags, man. You guys need to learn numbers. You guys need to learn numbers. It was Seinfeld where the person names their kid 7, right? And it's like it's George's name. Oh, man. If I met someone who named their kid 7, I think I would just headbutt them. Like, I'd just be like, no remorse. Like, I don't care if I get charged with assault. Like, you deserve a headbutt. Just straight to the bridge of their nose. Full on break their nose, you know. Just be like, ugh. Well, I'm going with Uko, guys. Uko, boy or girl. I think it fits both. Like, I think Keen is a pretty badass boy's name, right? Like, you think of like a kind of skinny guy. He's a little bit hipstery, but like he's pretty thin, but like in a cool way. He's kind of stylish. He's wearing those skinny cut jeans. But Uko could be like a fucking badass warrior who just like wrecks at sport and StarCraft, or it could be just like a badass like girl or boy. They'd always be a warrior basically. Like, it doesn't matter. Uko is just a great name. Uko. It's just a fantastic fucking name. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oof. Not a fan of this wall-off. Gonna say, guys, if you are a Protoss player struggling your PvZ, please go watch my PvZ walling off video. Even though I don't use some of those wall-offs anymore because I found ones I prefer slightly better, it's always going to be 1,000 times better than whatever this thing is. This is the most disgusting hodgepodge. That's like actually the only way to describe this wall is a hodgepodge. Like, hodgepodge is not a term we use very much in StarCraft, but if there is anything in StarCraft that's a hodgepodge, it's fucking this thing right here. Like, what is this? This is like friendly Baneling playground right here. That's what this is. Oh god. Gateway going down behind, but that's not fully walled off. He's going to need something else there and something else there. Both of these are weak points right now. There's a lot of Zergans. Oh my god. Uko, you badass, has upgraded a lair to drop creep and is building spines out front the base right now. This is a sick creative siege here from Uko. A queen has walked across the map to defeat the mothership core in single combat as well. It says, I challenge you, but it's got to stay out of that overcharge range, otherwise it will go down. as a queen just barely beats a mothership in a fight because of the extra range. It used to be it would barely lose, but now with the 1 extra range, I think it just barely beats a mothership, as long as it doesn't take any damage from any other units. And considering that queen is the only thing that shoots up right now, it's pretty important. So one way Keen could actually defeat this is going out and just sacrificing the adept to get like 2 hits on this queen and just fighting with the mothership core. But now there's already spores starting. There's more spines. Uko here pulling off a beautiful sexy rush. This is so cool. I don't know if any of you guys were around in the very early days of StarCraft, but Ness T did a rush like this, where he rushed the lair, built spines outside of Protoss' base, and knocked down their wall off. And, you know, I haven't seen it much since then. I've seen Proxy Hatch into Spine Rush, but not with the fast lair. This is really cool. And Uko is just working on these buildings. Warpgate research has finished, but there's just so few units out here for Keen. Keen's trying to get out a Void Ray and more gateways. These Spore Crawlers, though, are going to be very important for defending against that Void Ray. More and more drones are railing across the map. The Spine's starting to batter their way through. Of course, remember, guys, Uko has sacrificed a lot of economy to make this work. Even if Uko loses, I am proud. Uko. Oh, the mothership goes in, chasing the queen, takes a few shots from the spore. It's going to have to back out. The spine crawler's headbutting away like a giraffe enraged on a fucking kilogram of cocaine. It's just going to headbutt like a madman. Void Ray going in. It's going to try and take down the queen. But the spore crawler, waddling its little feet over, it's going to burrow into the ground. And oh, the queen and the spore combined will be more than a match for this Void Ray. He was a little bit too keen. Went a little bit too deep. Uko takes the game. A beautiful match. And a very sexual, quick siege to blast down the front of the Protoss' base. I don't know why it was sexual, but apparently it is when you burrow. I guess spine crawlers. Do you guys ever see that music video? Holy shit! I reckon not a lot of you have seen that music video. I can't remember what it was called. It was the one that like Livy and her sister did way back when. Actually, I don't know if Livy did anything with it. I remember her sister did it. But it's the one where it was just like a slow-mo, the video clip of like a spore and a spine, like the spine was hitting the spore, if you guys can imagine. It was really disturbing to watch. Like, it was in slow-mo, and it was just like moaning and stuff, like in between the singing, and it would just like be this slow-mo of a spine attacking a spore. And I've never watched a StarCraft clip more disturbing than that one. It was like up there. Like, it made you feel things. You're like, I didn't know StarCraft could make me feel this way. No, it was actually a very disturbing clip. I loved it. It was beautiful. It was fantastic. Let's dive into our final game.